Hey, what's up, Facebook? You already know what it is. It's your boy Juice. Everybody's really making like a shout out video now, so I want to make one too. So without further ado, I'm gonna start with my hands. Basically, if you give me one of these bands, I'm gonna shout you out. So here we go. I'd like to shout out Julie for giving me this one. Nixia for giving me this one. Nicole for giving me this one. And I think that's all for that hand. L for giving me the only silly band I got. Kidan for giving me this one. Jennifer for the second red one. Nixia again for the blue one. Who gave me this one? Alex. Shout out to Alex for giving me this one. And shout out to Cindy. Shout out to Cindy for giving me the Jasmine one. Who else I need to shout out? Shout out to all my little sisters. That's Janessa, Sharon, Jody, Zakaya, and Christina. Shout out to my friends I haven't seen in like 2 years. So Kendall, Jody, Judith. Yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out to my favorite Mexicans at Cross Keys. Diana, Guadalupe, and Maria. Shout out to Cindy and Kiana. I already shout them out. Who was I need to shout out? Shout out to Jody for inspiring me to make a shout out video a couple months back. Shout out to everyone in C5 that went to Wyoming this past month. It was pretty fun at Yellowstone. Freaky thing is, somebody got killed where he was. That's so freaking weird. Anyway, shout out to Coach Rafford for making me run a lot and doing a lot of bear crawls. It made me stronger. Shout out to Benitez, Jonathan Benitez. Shout out to Jonathan for helping me out and helping me be a better running back. What else I need to shout out? Shout out to John Bradley for being like the first person to actually teach me about football. You know, yeah. I feel like I'm forgetting some people. Shout out to my mom for being cool. And who else I need to shout out? I feel like I'm missing out. Shout out to everybody that I've known for a couple of years now. Shout out to Dana. We've been in the same class since like 6th grade. Shout out to Dad. Shout out to Fatima. Shout out to Jasmine Sims. Who else I need to shout out? Shout out to Barbara, man. Shout out to those kids. Shout out to Dana. I think I already said that. Yeah. Shout out to, did I say everybody at Cross Keys? Yeah. Shout out to everybody at Cross Keys High School. Because I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back. So shout out to everybody at Cross Keys. Shout out to all my little cousins. I'll see y'all soon. Don't worry about it. I'll be there. Who else I need to shout out? Shout out to everybody who had a birthday yesterday. That's Muhammad and Manuel. Remember? Yeah. Shout out to Guadalupe. Your birthday's coming up soon. Yeah. Gotta do something. Who else do I feel like I forgot to shout out? Oh yeah. Shout out to Abel. Being my competition, in the summer. Shout out to Felipe for being funny in the summer. Shout out to Jordan. Yeah. Shout out to my brother Maliki. Shout out to Haruna. I saw you at Atlantic Station. Yeah. Shout out to Nicole. Yeah. Shout out to Evelyn. Yeah. Shout out to who else am I forgetting to shout out? Shout out to Atlantic Station, I guess, because I took these glasses from there. Shout out to Tyree, because I'm using your hat in my shout out video, and I forgot to give it back to you. Shout out to Utah State University. I want me to go there. That's really cool. Shout out to C5 for actually letting us go to Utah and sleep at Utah State for a day or so. Shout out to C5 for the entire summer. I was like over $1,700 to spend on each person. So shout out to y'all. Y'all cool. What else do I think? Who else I have? So shout out to Zach. He's pretty fast for his age. For his age. Shout out to James Jolly. Yeah. Shout out to, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody in my shout out video. That's my friend on Facebook. Yeah, I think that's it. If I forgot to shout you out, please don't take it personally. It happens. Shout out to everybody that I'm forgetting to shout out. Shout out to Sequoia. I saw you, but yeah, I'll miss you too. So shout out to Sequoia. Shout out to Jackie. Yeah. Oh man. Shout out to Miss Bailey. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Barefoot. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Green. Who else I need to shout out? I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Itzel. She texted me yesterday. Yeah. Shout out to Zakaya again. And shout out to Dana. Shout out to the people. Shout out to Catherine and Jonathan Johnson. Shout out to Tamim. Yeah, wherever Tamim is. Shout out to Tommy. And yeah. Shout out to Enrique. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to everybody in Texas that we met over the summer. All the Texas girls we met and guys sometimes. Shout out to Killer Manson. Yeah, you know who he is. Yeah, so I guess that's it for my shout out video. Shout out to everyone who's actually watching my long ass shout out video. I appreciate it. And yeah, so talk to y'all soon. Maybe I'll make a shout out video part 2. Until then, lace up.